Hey everybody, working on pulling up chat, so give me just a second. How's everybody doing? Bye, cutie. Pop out my chat. Oh. Switch it to live. Hey Beverly. Hey Brian. Skeeter. Hi darling. Thank you, sweetheart. Be right with y'all just 1 second. I'm trying to get my laptop to cooperate because I can read the chat so much better over here. But the Wi-Fi here just kind of bites. You can't have more than 1 or 2 things going at a time. So I have to make sure I close everything, mute this, mute that, close this, close that. So I don't have anything other than what I have to have. So I have you guys up on my phone as usual and chat up on my computer. So, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much, everybody. I am so super excited. I know, right, Brian? I've survived. That's because the door stays bolted and shut. I get off work. I go do whatever errands I need to do, pick up dinner, whatever it is, and I come lock myself in a room. Hey, Autumn. Hi, Mike. Barnyard. Hi, sweetie. How are you? A leaf blower. You got that right, Skeeter, because there are plenty of leaves. Holy cow. Y'all can pretty much consider I have absolutely nothing for a house other than the little bit of stuff my mom and them are bringing, but I'll have most everything for my kitchen, but no, not yet, Brian. It's been pretty calm. Of course, I'm right here, right close to the bridge, so I'm not really deep into the city, which is a good thing. I'm right on the freeway, right by the bridge. Hey, Andy. How are you, darling? So, cheers, everybody. We are celebrating my house finally. So super stoked. If you haven't seen it, I did a video on it. If you haven't seen the house yet, there's a video up. Oh, I love you too, Autumn, sweetheart. I did put a video up. If it wouldn't slow everything down, like, tremendously, I could pull a video link for you. Actually, Brian, it is Andy's homemade blackberry wine and Sprite, a spritzer, and it's pretty good. So, cheers, everybody. Y'all have a drink with me. And happy Halloween. Hey, Eileen. Yes and no, Eileen. The company was the same company. They did finally approve me, and it's a God thing. It really is, you guys. When they ran my credit and all for the thing to approve me on the house, some stuff from my ex's credit because we were married still shows up on mine, and it was causing a ruckus. So they had reached out to that complex to ask about what I was telling them and get verification and this and that and the other, and the complex never responded to them. After a couple weeks, they kept trying and trying, they couldn't get any response. So I just kept praying about it, and, you know, several of you guys were all praying. A lot of people were just praying, you know, just whatever's meant to be is gonna be, Lord. Just thank you. So Monday I got a call, and she said, well, what they've decided to do is because they have no response from the apartment complex, they have no way to dispute what you're saying, and everything else about you is perfect. We're just going to pretend that that doesn't exist, and we're going to approve you as no history which just means that you have to pay first and last month instead of just first month's rent. But we'll approve you. And she said, I've been here for like 5-6 years and I've never seen them do that. And I said, it's a God thing. It just is. It's a God thing. She said, I do have one piece of bad news. I said, what's that? She said, the house you wanted got rented Friday. It's like, no. But I left it at that. I said, okay, well, we'll just have to find a different one, right? And I mean, I've always lived my life believing that God knows what he's doing. There's a reason that this approval took as long as it did before things went right. There's a reason for it. The house that I found, it is $100 more a month than the other one, but it is twice as nice. It's out in the suburbs. I'm not deep in the city. I'm actually in Raleigh, Tennessee, which is just northeast of Memphis. It's super cute. It's got a nice yard for Bo. It's everything I wanted in my house. It's a much better place. So it's a God thing. It really is. So we are celebrating a house. We will be moved in this weekend. I get the keys Friday. Andy's going to come down and help. My folks are showing up with all of my stuff from Texas. Andy's going to come down and help unload. And my superintendent from the office, Adam, is also going to be there to help. So we're coming to save him. It's the Raleigh area of Tennessee. It's just northeast. It's still Memphis address, but it's in the Raleigh suburb, just northeast of Memphis. So that is what we are celebrating, y'all. I cannot tell y'all how excited and how happy I am to be finally getting a place to be settled. As much as I appreciate everything that has been done for me, I am sick to death of hotels. I am beyond sick of eating out. I want back in my kitchen. I want to cook. I want more than one room to stare at. I want a yard to sit out in, to go play with my baby. I cannot describe to you guys how excited and how ready Bo and I are for this. Aw, hi sweetie, how are you, darling? It is 19 miles, 25-minute drive. About 19 miles. Just over 19. 19 and 3/4, I think. So it's not bad at all. It's going to be about maybe 10 minutes further than what I drive from here from the hotel. So, hey, Freaky, how are you, sweetie? Happy Halloween to you. Cheers. Share. It is, Skeeter. It is. If you guys want to look at it, I'm not going to put it in the live stream because others, you know what I mean? But if you guys want to email me, my email is in the description of this thing. If you'll email me, if you want to see it, I'll send you the address and you can pop it up on Google. You can see the area, but it's got a real small town feel to it because it's out the suburb where once you get off the freeway, it's tree lined all the way to the house, and it's just kind of some little smaller country neighborhood. There's only one gas station between the freeway and my house. There's one gas station on the corner. Now, not far from there is all the shopping and everything you can want, but right immediately where I'm at, it's not. It's got a small town country feel to it, and I just love it. Hello, Miss Cher. I love you, love you, love you lots. Hey, Rosanna. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't see that, Cher, but that's awesome. Right? I looked at that. There was another one. I remember, guys, I was telling you just a second ago that, God has a reason. And he directs everything. Well, there was another house in the same neighborhood that I was looking at. It actually was a 4-bedroom, $100 cheaper. Okay? And it was a nice house, but I kept thinking, Lord, 4 bedrooms, that's a big house. I don't need a house that big. But it was $100 cheaper. It had the kitchen to die for kitchen. I mean, like chef's dream kitchen. And when I went, that was the first one I was going to go look at Tuesday. And it's not where I was meant to be because over the weekend, somebody had an accident, an auto accident that they're assuming alcohol was involved, lost control of his car, and drove through the living room of that house. Literally through the house. So it was not going to be anywhere near ready, which led me to this one. And I thought, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. So here I am. Hey, Zero, how are you, sweetie? Brian, that will be in the works. Andy's already been speaking of it, believe me. You would have done it. I would have helped you, Andy. You know I'd have helped you. Yeah, I know, right? And fortunately, the family, or there's no family there because the house was empty. So we didn't have to worry about that. And apparently the driver pretty much walked away with just a few bumps and bruises, but which is why they're assuming alcohol was involved. Man, Andy, that's really good, by the way. Yeah, it's really super sweet, Skeeter. It is. And the floors. Did you guys see the floors? Oh, my gosh. So awesome. Oh, it's possible, Cher. It's possible. And today is my day. I'm celebrating, so it's my way. I love you more, more, more. How about we agree to this one, Cher? I love you more today than I did yesterday, but not half as much as I will tomorrow. And if that ain't corny enough for you, I don't know what is. Aww. You were so sweet, honey. Mwah. I am going to call AT&T tomorrow. I have AT&T on my phone, which is my phone's provider, and it's what I had my internet and everything in Houston, so I have a really good report with them. So I'm going to call and see, probably just do a bundle with cable net and my cell phone, and I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my cell phone. I'm going to probably go up to either the Note 9 or just the Active 9. I'm not sure which, but I'll have to look at plans and see what it puts a monthly payment at. But first thing I have to do, so I got to get that lined up. And then I've got to get a stove and a refrigerator first thing. So Andy and I are going to go look at some of that this weekend while we're waiting on my mom to get here and see what we can find. Because he's got a truck and has offered to help. So awesome, Bev. I will answer you as soon as I get off here, baby. I'll go check it. Not one slide during the whole show. I know. I will next time, Freaky, I will make sure and put a slide in there for you, okay? I promise you. It is. It's Andy's wine and Sprite. But it is not mixed near as strong as I did the other night, Rosanna. Battery, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, it's not mixed near as strong. It's about half the strength of the other night, Rosanna. Yeah, the Note 9 is what I'm really, really looking for. I just wonder about the size. I mean, I have the S8 now, and when I got this one, I thought, God, this phone is huge. I know, Cher. Can't wait. You got to come down. You got to come down. And we're going to try and get Baby Girl and Camo over there, too. And we're thinking, being that Baby Girl won't be in her yard, it'll be his yard, and he's a lot calmer. We're going to try to bring Baby Girl down, of course, not this weekend because we're moving, but in the near future. And let them start to get to be friends over at this end so that when we go to that end, she doesn't freak out quite so much. But yes, Bo and Smudge would have a blast, Cher. Come on down. If the drink can't pick you up, it's not strong enough. Oh, it's going to be a blast. And if we need to, we can do the same thing too, Cher. We'll figure it out. And yeah, my hair needs to stay the same color, Andy. I love you, honey. Oh, heck no, Bubba. No, 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 no. There will be no mohawks. No, no, no. Yeah, she will be. We haven't really pushed Bo on her. I mean, we could have done it sooner, but we have been running. And the time, when I'm coming down, we're either off going somewhere like to Virginia or running errands, and Andy's been helping me do stuff on the weekend. I mean, we've just been so busy, we haven't really taken the time, but there will be no mohawks. Got me? None. My hair... I did share. You should have been there. It was so much fun. We met the coolest folks. We got to meet two family homestead. Can you believe that? I even got the t-shirt to prove it. Yep. He is, Rosanna. He is just calm as you can be. Yep. Cher and them got to meet him in person. He really is. What you guys see here, he really is that way. He's a sweetheart. He's lovable and gentle, and he's just amazing. A mohawk is not okay. You would be standing a better chance of changing the color before you would cutting it, baby. Let's just say that right. Me too, Cher. They were really cool people, though. Really cool. And she made these Oreo things. Oh, my God. You got to try them, girlfriend. Hey, Jerome. How are ya? Hi, Mary. Hey, Owen. No, there will be no mohawks. Nothing. You will not cut my hair. You stand a better chance of convincing me to let you color it. I've colored it some funky colors. So if you want to color it and get revenge, I will let you. But you are not cutting my hair. Do you know how long it takes to get this kind of hair? What little I got left of it thanks to all these stupid meds. Ow! Crap. Well, I guess I just won't be in AA then, because I... Hey, Kev! Long time no see. I looked for you earlier. I was going to send you an invite to play pool, and I couldn't find your name on the list of friends. I was like, what the hell? It's probably crappy on everybody's. The internet here is not that great. A permanent marker? Oh, cool. Yeah, we probably Stony Ridge, I believe. Stony Ridge Farm. But then I was on with Doug and Stacy a little bit. I was on... Andy and I and Sharon and them were on a lot of them, but yeah. We are not having a mohawk. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's probably not, y'all. The internet here sucks, for lack of a better word. Cool. I tried to make the rounds. Happy Halloween, everybody. So how is Sky today? Cheers, everybody. Y'all better be drinking up. Even if you just got some tea or water. Cheers. Tomorrow you start saying Merry Christmas. Okay. I will tell y'all, I do not and will not do anything Christmas before Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. We need to get through Thanksgiving before we start thinking Christmas, okay? Yeah. So you can tell me, and I will say thank you, but I probably won't respond in kind until after Thanksgiving. I'm just saying. Oh, cool. It's on your Facebook. I'll have to go check it out. Yeah, Andy cooked a Halloween steak. Oh my goodness, it looked good too. Stony Ridge is awesome. I love to watch him. And he was fun at the conference too. He was a lot of fun. How about nobody is cutting my hair, period? Nobody. No, 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 no. But he will. You can cover it if you want revenge, Andy. If you want revenge, you can color it whatever color you want. I will let you. And unlike you, I can't shave it off in a couple weeks. No, there will be no cutting of the hair. None. No, you listen to sis, Andy. Because there will be no cutting. Hey, let's put it this way. I respected the beard. You will respect the hair. Besides, you like playing with my hair. You can't do that if it's all gone. I don't think so. Magenta? Okay, freaky. Right, Eileen? I hear you. It's been added to our weekend. He's bringing the grill with him. And I said, okay, that's it. We're having steak. Exactly from watching that video. Oh, that'd be awesome to have Jerome on. Yeah, that would be a cool... Jerome, you need to do that. You need to be one of their guests. It's a lot of fun. I would even call and personally talk to you, honey. I would. I would. I do remember Uncle Buck. I sure do. Jerome, you just sit there and talk. You know, Daryl will get with you about a couple of trivia questions that you come up with for prizes. They give away $2 bills. He'll ask you a couple things. They'll watch a few of your videos and get an idea of what your channel, and we just sit and chat. People in the chat will ask you about some of the things you do, or if there's, especially with you doing the bees, there'll be a lot of people there that ask you questions about beekeeping and working with bees. It's a lot of fun. We have a blast. It really is. Align you. It's cool. You really need to do it, Jerome. You do have you a right nice, fine set of brand new clippers. I happen to know exactly where they came from, honey. And let's just say, I respected the beard to this point, but you cut my hair. That beard is getting striped. Think I won't? Try me. Try me, baby. You will not cut my hair. But if you really want revenge, I'll let you color it any color you want. Awesome, Jerome. And Cher can probably send you a link to one or two of the other lives. You can kind of watch them and see how it goes. But it's a lot of fun. You'll really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. The aggressive side for a change, Beverly. Sacrifice the beard it's worth. Bubba, I'm kicking your butt. That's it. I'm kicking your butt. And Andy already promised to build me a stool tall enough to kick his, so I know I can reach yours too. You know, that's love right there, when your boyfriend will build you a stool to make sure you're tall enough to kick his butt. See there, ladies? Will your man do that for you? Awesome. Yay. I'm so looking forward to it. Love you, Bubba. Oh, that's going to be awesome, Jerome. And I'll be there because I'm one of the mods. So I very seldom, rarely ever miss a Monday night. Rarely. Totally cool. Man, that's good, Andy. Just saying. Just saying. I got a pop-up. But I don't know how to get rid of that. So, guys, reconnecting in La La Land. Come on. Reconnect, please. It's reconnecting. I will not miss this, by the way, because once I get everything set up, my little YouTube studio will have straight wired Ethernet. Yeah. We will be back to a decent signal and my computer, and oh, I can't wait. So, let me catch up on my chat now. Yeah, I restarted it. Hopefully that'll make it a little better for y'all. All right, nice crimson and white. Oh, Andy's. Yo, no. You really will not. Oh my gosh. All right, Freaky. Good night, honey. Daryl cooked dinner tonight. Ooh, and did a video. Cool. Awesome. I will be watching for that, Cher. Alright, Bubba. Love you. Yeah, I reconnected everything, so hopefully that'll help on your side. Thanks, Owen. Diggers. Hi, darling. How are you? Ah, thank you so much. I am so super excited. Me too. I am so ready to get back to decent internet, a kitchen. Y'all do not know how I want to be in that kitchen. And I haven't discussed this with him, but I'm pretty sure I can talk Andy into building me a butcher block island. We're just gonna put it on wheels. I can wheel it out of the way when I want it, but there's plenty of room there for an island. So he doesn't know it yet, but honey, will you build me an island, please? Awesome, Mary. It's fine. Hey, Christy. How are you, honey? We can now celebrate. Brian is here. Oh, Lord. Brian and Andy together. I am in trouble. Cheers, y'all. Just got out of Prepper X. Cool. That's fine, hon. It's just good to see you for a few minutes. I'm so glad you're here. I am seriously looking forward to having decent internet again, and I'm thinking there will probably be a few come unpack with me videos, I'm sure, because everything's got to get put up and find a place for it and all that. Oh, Lord, there they go, ganging up on me again. Don't listen to Andy, Brian. He doesn't know. He knows not of which he speaks. Oh my gosh, Rosanna, you have no idea. My ex didn't leave me much, but what he left me, I miss. And I've replaced some of it. You know, and some things that others have donated. Sharon Autumn bought me a KitchenAid to replace my mixer. So my food processor will be next on my list. I'm going to start saving for that. But I've just, you know, I've replaced a few things. But Mary, I do not need 4 or 5. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, what was Kansi's one suggestion for a gift? It is, Christy, but you know what? It's okay. I got to bring all of y'all with me, so all of my friends came. Well, most of y'all. I have a couple of, you know, physical friends in Houston, but I got to bring all of y'all. And that's been a huge blessing. Brian does not love you more than I do. The only reason Brian beat me to that comment is because I was actually talking to you personally. I wasn't talking to a video. I was talking to the real thing. Therefore, I win. Oh my goodness, B. I went and watched the video, and I couldn't describe to you, but what I was trying to tell you was exactly the way she folded it. But you figured it out at the end. Hell, just fancy measuring, just draw yourself a dang triangle. You did it. You had it. But they look like fun. And you value your life, okay. So how are you, B? You notice he hasn't responded to that, Brian. Because as much as I love you, Brian, I was talking to the real thing. Might have been a good idea in this case, B. Oh, that'll be awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait. It will be super duper awesome. It's going to be really cute, though, when you get it done. You know what else I was thinking would be really cool, B? If you had, it would be one little extra step. But if you had something like that grandkids or nieces or nephews and pictures they've drawn for you, that you could cut out that way and just, you'd have to glue them to cardboard or cardstock. But it would be cute, you know, and then you'd have little pieces or even pictures of them would work. If you had just pictures of your nieces, nephews, grandkids, family, that would be a really cute thing to do with pictures of family. Hey, Bob. Yes, I am moving this weekend, so I'm assuming probably next weekend, if that's all right with you. Well, your sticker will get here this weekend, honey. And you can see Brian's comment first. If you'd rather talk to Brian, you go right ahead. But Brian can't do for you what I do. I'm just going to say. Good night, diggers, honey. Loving you. Yes, I have stickers. I got them right before I left Houston, but they're in Houston. I love you, B. Well, just stick to pictures then, because pictures are already on thick enough paper. You wouldn't have to do nothing to them. Love you too, Dig. All the ways, babe. Can't wait. So excited. Yeah, like I said, if the weekend after is okay with you, bub, we're good. Like I said, I'm moving this weekend. My folks are bringing my stuff down. So we'll be moving, but the next weekend, if that's all right with you. Well, I might just try that one. Oh, cool, bub. You will have one as soon as I get my stuff here. I promise you. And I already ordered your t-shirt. Dang nabbit. I am, B. We're moving in this weekend. Folks will be here this weekend. I pick up the keys Friday. And my folks will be here this weekend with all my stuff. And Andy is coming down to help unload. And my superintendent from work. So there's a couple people there to help. Maybe you should have a 3,000 giveaway. I'd be happy to have a 1,500 giveaway if I could ever get there. But I don't seem to keep growing. I'm kind of just stalled where I'm at. But that's okay too. That will hopefully get better when I get back on track and start getting videos out again. And, you know. Hold that thought. I have more good news I'll share with y'all in a second. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. That just reminded me about the other good news. I love you too, Andy. Yeah, it is bad, you guys. Y'all figure I have not had any RA meds since I left Houston 5 weeks ago. Nothing. The doctors here. Yes, you guys, I have them. They are in Houston, and as soon as they get here, I will start getting them to you guys. I promise you. The RA has been bad the last, what, week and a half, Andy, 2 weeks? The problem in Memphis is so much smaller than Houston. There are only about 5 or 6 doctors, rheumatologists here that take my insurance at all. And there is a 2 to 3 month waiting list to get in to see them. So my appointment is not until December 13th. I should be having an infusion in 3 days. But that's not going to happen. I haven't had anything. Not even my methotrexate. So today, which is why I'm hobbling, you guys. It's been pretty bad. The last week and a half, 2 weeks have been pretty horrible. Lots of Tylenol for arthritis. And, well, B-Lady had given me a jar of Australian Dreams. And it's here somewhere. It's almost completely gone. So I'm going to, like, really cry when that's gone. But that's okay. I've just been getting by. I really am. So part of that leads to my good news. Yeah, December 13th is the soonest anybody could get me in. We even tried Andy's suggestion Even tried calling Nashville. You know, even if I had to drive a couple hours, even in Nashville, it's the same thing. So, where is the cream? It's... Crap, where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. It's here somewhere, B. In my mess. It's here somewhere. It's almost gone. The Australian Dreams that you sent me. I don't know what I did with it, B. It's here somewhere. But, anyway... I do have an address, and I will have an address of the new place Friday. And if anybody needs something before then, you can always ship anything to my office. I can get anything at the office if there's something that you had waiting or whatever until I get everything situated there. But you can always send anything to my office. Yeah, Andy will have to eat bacon wrapped tofu when he gets to 500. So if you are not subbed to Andy, or if you know anybody else that you can send over to his channel, we got to get him to 500. It helps a lot, Cher. That cream really helps a lot. Well, here's the thing. The good news I was trying to get to, and I keep getting distracted. Good night, Jerome, honey. Love ya. Look forward to seeing you on shares on 2Fam. He's got to do it, Brian, as soon as he hits 500. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we'll stick with the arthritis bubble, but I'll send you my address if you want it. So anyway, I called the doctor in Houston today. I explained to him what was going on, told him I was in extreme pain, having trouble walking, and hang on, y'all. So he actually called in a refill of the methotrexate, which is one of the two. You know, I take the methotrexate weekly and then the infusions every 8 weeks. So he called me in a refill of the methotrexate to my local CVS there, where he always sends them to. And then that CVS pharmacist called this CVS pharmacist and asked them if they would please fill it, and they're going to fill my prescriptions, all of them that I have pending, including the ones for the COPD. So, okay, B. I'm not sure about the CBD oil, you guys. Work has a 0 tolerance, and some people tell me that CBD oil will not pop on a drug test. Some tell me it will. Some tell me it kind of depends on the source, because some people will say it has no THC even though it does, and it can get you in trouble. I can't risk my job. Even though I know it would help me, I can't risk my job. Oh, you're eating tofu, Andy. Or Owen's a 5. Oh, Owen was number 433, Andy. We're getting you closer. You got to get him to 500, y'all. So y'all share his channel, share his videos, whatever you got to do. We got to get him to 500. Yeah, it's just not. It's not. So, I'll actually get it from Kentucky. So, we'll see what happens, y'all. I mean, but in the meantime, I am really blessed and grateful and really appreciative that my doctor in Houston went ahead and called in the methotrexate for me. It won't totally alleviate it, but it will help. It will lessen it to the point that I can deal with it. B. Brian, he already gave his word. And if I know one thing about Andy that I have learned, if he gives you his word, it's happening. I promise you. And he already promised, so. Oh, cool, Sky. That's awesome. Hi, Cal. Cool. Hi, Kevin. Welcome home, babe. No, because there's nobody to do it, B. That's the issue. The infusion center, unlike Houston, where that doctor does the infusions in his office, apparently here in Memphis, there's an infusion center. And you can't get into there until you have the orders from the doctor here, and yet it's just, it's a pain. Bubba, I love you. I just love you, Bubba. It's all good. We'll get him there. Just tweeted on Twitter. Once Andy hits 500 subscribers, he has to eat tofu. Let's see if that gets him subscribers. Love you, Andy. Woohoo! Yes, let's all do a VR for Andy. All of you guys that are out there that are creators that do videos, if you don't want to show your face, you can do them on flashcards. When Andy gets to 500 subscribers, and he's at 433 now, he has to eat bacon wrapped tofu. He promised Allie that he would. I thought about that, B. I thought about it, and I'm not sure. But since he's called in this prescription, I'm going to go ahead and take the first doses, see what it does. But if it gets really bad, Andy's already made me promise him to go, so. I might, Eileen. We'll see. So, you guys need to do, all of my creators that are out there, y'all do me a VR video. You can post it on my channel. I will share it everywhere. I'll even share it so that it pops up on his Facebook. I can do that. Yeah. Not yet, Dwayne. I'm just getting into my house this weekend. All of that's got to get settled before I think about any of the other stuff, so. You would think. You know, I'm thinking it may have been even the same night, though. I'm thinking it was real possibly it's the same live stream. Sorry, y'all. 4:35 now. Woohoo! Have you tried the moringa? No, I haven't, Mary, huh? I know, bub. I make sure y'all send me, if you do a VR, y'all make sure y'all send me links and we'll do some fun stuff with them for Andy. Alright, well, we'll have to check into it. We'll see, but I'll figure out something. You know, I'm very grateful to my doctor in Houston to have called for me. It's just amazing. Look, Andy, just for you, honey. That is so good, Andy. Andy is forever on me about taking my meds. I get home from work and the first thing he asks me is, take meds yet? The second thing is, did you eat yet? Oh, really? US says no. Okay. It ought to be interesting, B. Come on now. You know, here's the thing, you guys. If we can get this done by this weekend, it's not impossible to get, you know, what? 65 people? That's not impossible to do by this weekend. He'll have the grill with him. I can video it. Barbecue makes a lot of things taste better for sure. My poor Hannah, bless her heart. There's just been a lot going on for her. There was a breakup with a beau, a long-term beau. There was some not fun stuff to deal with that, and I'm not going to go into all of that, her personal stuff, but her sister's wreck, and then the move, the trip, it was just has been so much for her. And then she decided to move back to their home province, so it'll be, for the first time she's going to live away from home. There's just been so much for her to deal with lately. But I think she's starting to... I really think she's starting to come out of it. She had an accident. Those of you who remember the accident when she was on her trip and she ended up hitting her head pretty hard and having a bad concussion. She's still been dealing with the ramifications of that. Things aren't totally right yet. So there's a lot of that from the injury, and there's just one thing after another that she's just been hit with. And it got kind of tough, but I think she's going to come out of it okay. Y'all just keep her in your prayers, but she's a tough girl. And she's got me for an auntie, which automatically makes everything better. You know who I think they need to do random drug testing on, or mandatory drug testing, is everybody who receives food stamps and government aid. I'm sorry. If you can't afford to buy your groceries, you can't afford to buy drugs. If you can afford drugs, you can afford to pay for your own groceries. That's kind of the way I see it. Y'all don't get me started on that. No, seriously. Seriously. Red hair. It's just the way I see it. I mean, if you want my money, and let's face it, every one of us that works for a living and pays taxes, whether you're working for yourself, whether you're working a 9 to 5, whatever it is, you're paying taxes. Whether you're spending it, paying it at the end of the year, whatever, you're paying property taxes, you're paying taxes. And your taxes, my money, your money, is supporting people. I have no problem with someone who needs help getting help. None at all. Don't get me wrong. But if you really want my opinion on this, and I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off, you don't need steak dinners, and you don't need lobster. If you want food stamps because you don't want to work, or you can't work, or whatever reason that you're getting government assistance, honey, I believe in rice and beans and bologna. You can have staples. You can have foods that are good for you. Am I going to pay for your kids to zone out on sugar snacks and get hyped up? No. Well, I want cereal. Okay, Cheerios, Rice Krispies, Corn Flakes. There's a lot of cereals that are healthy for you. Should you be able to go out and buy a $25 ribeye steak? I can't buy a ribeye steak, and I work my butt off. I can't afford ribeyes. They're expensive as heck. So, no. Can you go in the convenience store and buy candy and Cokes and ice creams and all this goodies from the convenience store? No. You want that kind of stuff, get off your butt and get a job. I'm sorry. It's just the way I feel. You should not be able to live high on the hog, and I'm busting my butt working 2 jobs sometimes and can't do what you do. It's supposed to supplement your diet. It's a supplemental plan, not to support you. So no, I think there should be limits on what you can and cannot purchase. It's just my opinion. And if you're receiving government assistance, then your butt needs to get drug tested. Because if you can't buy food, you can't buy drugs. Just the way I feel. Sorry, guys. Went off on a tangent. Sorry. I agree, Rosanna. There should be a time limit. I mean, let's look at this realistically, guys. I've heard people say, amen, Chair. I've heard people say that, well, it's just tough out there. Okay. So I'll tell you what. There are all kinds of programs all over this country that offer 1-year certificates. So here's the deal. You come into the system. We will pay for your 1 year of education. We will pay for your daycare while you're there. We'll make sure your kids are taken care of. We will feed you. We'll do all of that for you while you go to school and get your education. You got 1 year. At the end of that year, you have 6 months to get a job. After 6 months, your benefits are gone. If you get a job, then we'll readjust and see if you need to supplement your income. But if you're not flat out working, sorry, your benefits are gone after 6 months. You have a degree. You have a college degree. There's no reason you can't find something. Just the way I feel. These are just my opinions, you guys. And please don't, start a fuss. It's not what I'm here for. That's just my opinion on the matter. And one more thing. If you come into the system with 4 kids, you will never be paid for more than 4 kids. You can't afford the kids you've got, you have no business having more. And I'm not going to keep paying out more money to you so you can keep having more kids that you can't afford. No, not going to happen. Absolutely. And there are people that genuinely, now don't get me wrong, there are genuinely, legitimately people who physically or mentally cannot work due to illness, due to handicaps. We need to take care of those people. That is through no fault of their own. But I watch people that stand, my experience was in Houston, obviously. If you can stand on a street corner on the concrete in 105-degree weather for 8 hours a day panhandling money, your butt can work. I'm sorry. Get a job. That's what I have to do. I understand, B. That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's just the system. Years ago, it's been many years ago, before I started at track work, and I've been here going on 14 years, when I had gotten laid off at my other job, I had gone in to ask, thinking food stamps would at least feed me for a couple weeks, a month or two, until I could find a job, right? I was a single white woman with no children. They offered me $11 a month in food stamps. $11 a month. And y'all don't want to know what I told them they could do with their $11, right? Mm-hmm. I think my chat disconnected again, which means this is fixing to disconnect again. So y'all give me just a second. I'm going to reboot everything, okay? Give me just a second. Okay, hopefully it won't interrupt too bad for you guys. Let me get this one redone so my chat reconnects. I think I'm back, you guys. Can you guys see me? Are y'all there? Am I here? Help me. Somebody speak to me. Okay, good. I hear you, Mary. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. You know what's crazy, you guys, honestly? In the last 2.5 years, first time in my life I've ever worked less than 2 jobs. I've had 2 and 3 jobs since I was 16, every day of my life. And, the RA started kicking my butt in the diabetes, and they made a huge difference. It's the first time in my life I've had 1 job. Just 1. I still need a second one, but God makes me through. He gets me through and He provides, so I'm good. Oh, Cal, they get cash here too. They get food stamps plus cash, plus what they call free medical. I don't cost anything to go to the doctor. My doctor's free. Like hell it is. Your doctor costs me $55 a paycheck. Thank you very much. Exactly, B. The people that really need those benefits, if we weren't giving them to all the people who don't need them, then the people who do need them could get the proper help they need. That's exactly my point. And here, and you guys know me, I don't have prejudice in my body. I'm just going by the most prevalent in my area, okay? So please, I don't mean to offend anybody in this chat or anybody that watches this back. I know it does not apply to everyone, okay? But in the community around here, there's a reason they don't get married. They live together, and they are in a relationship. They have kids together. They do everything together like a married couple. But they don't get married because if they get married, then they have to report the husband's income on their food stamps. And then they don't get food stamps because the husband makes too much money. So they don't report his income or that he even lives there. They know nothing about him because he's the boyfriend. Yeah, tell me who's not bilking the system. I hear you, Autumn, and there are people that legitimately need it. What, 6, 7 years, Grizz? You're exactly right. If they get married, she loses her benefits. I hear you, Christy. Yep, I hear you, Dwayne. I know. There are people that really need it. Brian, if she didn't slap you, I would, just for saying. I'm just saying, okay? But on the flip side, you're right, Grizz. On the flip side, there are good parts about the system. Is it got pieces that need to fix? Yes. It needs to be fixed. But there are legitimately people that need help that get help. And that is awesome. Oh, and Rosanna, I also ate tonight before I had my glasses of wine. The other night I hadn't even eaten nothing, which is probably another reason it hit me as hard as it did. She laughed and slapped you. See, I love that woman. She's like my kindred spirit. All right, y'all. I'm getting warm. So I'm going to pull my hair up and turn the air down. There is one thing I'm going to miss. Probably the only thing I'm going to miss about this room, you guys. The air conditioner has a remote control. Oh yeah, they're entitled. Yeah. I had another theory too that got me into some big trouble with some people one time, and I still feel the same way. But here's the thing: if you are physically able to work and you don't, so don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about people with physical disabilities that need the help. People that physically cannot work, we need to take care of them, no questions asked. But people that are physically able to work, they just won't work, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I think it is absolutely ridiculous that I bust my butt. They take God knows how many taxes out of my check every year, and at the end of the year, I made less than, this is 2 years ago, I made less than $35,000. I think I made $32,000 that year. They took all their taxes plus an extra $10 a week that I have taken out of my checks, and I still owed them another $800 at the end of the year. Okay? So, if I owed you money still when I'm paying taxes, so all of these people that are capable of working and won't, here's the deal. You're going to get a $12,000 to $15,000 tax return because you have children. Because that's a child tax credit. Bye, Bob. Love ya. Okay? Except that you didn't raise your kids. I did. You didn't pay for their doctors. I did. Y'all did. Everybody who pays taxes did. So here's the thing. You're going to get a check for $15,000. And the government gave you $13,000 in aid this year. Here's your check for $2,000. Why shouldn't you have to pay back the government what they spent on you? Why shouldn't you? You didn't raise those kids. You didn't support those kids. We did. So why shouldn't we get back the money that we've paid to support your kids? You have the effect on women. Is that what it is, Andy? I know you have that effect on this woman. Well, does that count? Every day, Rosanna. I hobble along. I agree, Christy. Hey, Jan. I'm sorry, y'all. I kind of got off on a soapbox. I'm sorry. Just how I feel. Oh, me too, Rosanna. And then they use that money to go buy the drugs. Oh, goodness be. Oh, yeah, they still get it, honey. I know people personally that receive food stamps and still get their $1,500 per child tax credit. I know one woman who literally works 3 weeks a year so that she has just enough income to file income taxes so that she gets a $12,000 return for working 3 weeks a year. She gets $397 a month in food stamps, and she gets $600 a month in cash aid. And she gets free medical for herself and her children. And she still gets $12,000 a year returned. That's a good point, Grizz. I wouldn't doubt that either, Brian. My boy is so sweet. Can y'all see him? Let me show you. Is he not just the most adorable thing? He's so peaceful. You know what? They still do it, B. You know what they do? And I've seen people do it. They'll take their whoever to the grocery store, and their person will give them $50 cash, and then they will use $100 of their food stamps and buy them groceries. So this person buys $100 worth of food for $50, and this person has drug money. I've seen it. I've watched it. So they're still selling their food stamps. Trust me. Hey, Diva, how are you? This is kind of not normal for me. I know some of y'all are still new to my channel. And normally this is not normal for me. You guys, they'll tell you, I don't normally go on a soapbox. I don't normally discuss stuff like this here. This is kind of like the chill and chat channel, you know, when everybody just gets to relax and enjoy it and have fun. But Andy insisted I drink. Well, not that I drink. He insisted I have some of his wine. Because he's right on the one hand. It does help. Kind of numbs things, if you know what I mean, but you're exactly right, Jan. Now, keep in mind, you guys, these are my opinions. And if you guys agree with me, that's great. But, I don't mean to offend anybody. It's not, that's just my personal opinion. It is pouring down rain again. I can hear it, except that I need a cigarette. Do you guys mind if I go have a quick cigarette? I have been on here like a little over an hour, hour and a half, and I really need a cigarette. It does a little bit. It kind of, I still struggle when I get up. I still have trouble, but to just sit like this, it mellows it enough that I can sit comfortably. It's just when I get up. Those first few steps are a, y'all know what I mean. Oh, I've reported several. Trust me, Bubba. I have reported several. They don't always do anything about it, but I report it. And I absolutely agree with you, Bubba. If you see it, don't say nothing. You're part of the problem. Yeah, a lot of times it takes several times. Yeah, that's the sad part is they don't always do anything about it. But if I see it and I know it happens, I'm sorry. And I will call people on it too in public. I've been in the grocery stores when I've seen them selling their stamps. I'll tell them, oh, hell no. What's your name? And they usually run. But, I call them out. I don't care. No, 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 no. Shall I back up and read it to them, honey? I have it open. It's right here. I can read it, darling. Hey, Tammy. How are you, sweetie? Yep. Never fails. Cool, Cher. No, that's not happening, Brian. I have to get up for work in the morning. Okay. I gotta go have a smoke, you guys. Y'all, talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back. It is storming. It's patootie off, too. I can hear it. Hope you're ready, Andy. It's probably headed your way. It's a party on the porch, y'all. It's a party on the porch. I miss me. Ow. I agree. A flaw. Because you're old? Rosanna, we love you, honey. Oh, that's cool, Cal. Who are you meeting? Did we lose Andy? He might have fell asleep on us. It's way past his bedtime. You still there, Andy? I do. I love Danny. That's my brother. He's going to come down and I get to go ghost hunting with Danny. That's going to be awesome. He just got out of the hospital, too. He's got some really good news, too. It looks like all the infections cleared up. That's for sure, Grizz. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you give him a big hug. Tell him his sister CG said that was from me. I love Danny. He just got out of the hospital. He's got awesome. He does, B, and he's also had some complications with the diabetes. He's had gangrene. He's had a couple surgeries and operations. He's in a wheelchair right now. But he got really good news the last surgeries he just had. They said it looks like all the infection's gone. He had some scar tissue they needed to clean up. But it looks like he's past the worst of it, the infection, so he'll be on the road to mending, which is awesome. You need a toothache plant, Christy. Absolutely love you, Cher. Love you more. And I'm getting close to shutting this down, too, so. Oh, that's awesome, Kel. I can't wait to see that. You give him a great big hug for me. Yeah, I think we might have lost Andy. He's not responding on either message. Or he might be out running the dogs. Love you, Cher. Love you more. Oh my gosh, no. Skeeter, seriously? When? How? No, I didn't, Autumn. I'll have to go check. I know, it sure looked good, didn't it, Grizz? Lord, it made me hungry. So he's going to cook. He's bringing the grill with him this weekend. He's going to grill me some steak. For both of us, but... Wow, Skeeter, I did not know that. Do you know why or how? Love you, Dwayne, honey. Are you talking to me, Jan? The new house? Oh, I'll have to go check it out, Skeeter. Thank you for letting me know. On mine, it's about, it's not that big. Probably just slightly, maybe a fifth of an acre. It's not that big. I mean, for a small lot in a neighborhood, it's not a bit bad size, but it's it's got a fairly decent sized yard front and back though. Plenty for me. Hey, Angel. Yes, I have plenty to make a garden. Andy is actually going to do me some raised beds. It'll be tall enough for me that I won't have to bend too far or get down on my hands and knees. We're going to build them high enough for me to make them more comfortable. So Andy's going to help me with that. Bo is going to love that. He already loves that yard. If you're watching the video, he's out there playing in the leaves. It would be great for Super Bowl Sunday, won't it? Yes, she absolutely was, Skeeter. Yeah, Andy's going to build him. He's going to be doing some clearing some land, some more of the land, and a lot of the pine boughs and stuff, the branching. He's going to save a lot of that, and we're going to fill the one bottom half with that, and then put the actual soil on top, and eventually it'll compost into itself, but it'll help us fill it up and then give me enough soil on the top half. Basically going to stack two beds, one on top of the other. It's going to be awesome. B lady, I love you, but they need more than a quarterback, honey. I'm just sorry, but I love you. Sorry. Yeah, I think we lost him. He's not responding anywhere, so I think he probably fell asleep. About an hour and a half, B. So about 30 minutes closer than what I live now, which is really awesome. Hugo Beds, yep. Love you, B. Right, Grizz? Nope, it's sure not what it used to be. Not at all. I still love, one of my favorite to watch, Grizz, is high school football. I love watching high school football when those kids still play just because they love the game. They just have fun. Exactly. I see him just about every weekend, though, B. And last week, we missed a weekend with some stuff with his dad. So we actually met on Wednesday. I went up and got a room close to him, and we hung out Wednesday, and then I got up early and went to work the next morning, so. College ball. That's all right, Brian. I understand it. Oh, cool. Well, Andy and I have this thing because, he's a Bama fan all the way and I'm a UT girl, which is why he threatened to do the crimson red for my hair. He knows it would be like the ultimate. Mr. Mach 1, you sexy thing. How are you, darling? Yeah, how crazy is that we can no longer show our national anthem because of a few people that are allowed to disrespect everything? I mean, it's just nuts. It's just crazy. There's a right. Driving. Don't be texting and listening and driving, Mr. Mach 1. I love you, though. Love you lots, Gare. Okay, you guys. It is 10:30. I should have been in bed 30 minutes ago. I have... Sorry, y'all. Finish my drink, and then I am going to bed. I believe you're right, Cal. I am going to shut this down, you guys. I am so sleepy. Out with me. I love you. And y'all be watching for videos because they are coming. They will be coming. Yeah, you're exactly right, Jan. Anyway, I'm not going to refresh my chat. I'm watching on the phone because I'm not going to refresh it since I'm shutting down. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll be watching for some videos. We'll probably have an Unpack With Me video at some point. And I'll try to get you some footage that day. So, I love you all. Gary, thank you so much for popping in, honey. I wish I could stay on longer for you, but I really need to go to bed and get some sleep. And sleep is about the only time that I don't hurt, so I really need to get some sleep. B, I will go check my email before I go to bed, and I'll respond to you, okay? So, y'all have a great night. I love you guys. Good night, everybody. Much, much love. And Beverly, I will answer yours as well. I'm going to go check my email. Again, any of you guys that would like the address to the new place, just email me. In the description is my email. I'll be happy to send the address to you guys if you want it. I'm just not going to put it out here, okay? So, I love you guys. Have a great night, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye, guys.